I just recorded a 10-minute video that wasn't recording. Okay, well, at least I said what I wanted to say, but I said it to the universe instead of to the camera. So, whoops. Anyways, I'll try again. Today, I had a conversation with my wife, and we were talking a little bit about some of our family members, and we talked about how some of them have a lot of money and some of them don't have a lot of money. And what's the difference between those that have a lot of money and those that don't have a lot of money? And I think two things actually is what came to mind. The first thing that came to mind was behavior, the behavior of the person. Maybe that's a routine that they have, or a way that they talk to others or their spouse or their family, friends, the way they show up, kind of just behavioral things. And the other thing was skills. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about skills today, because I feel like in a world where everything is it's getting so commoditized, especially with AI, I'm just curious, what skills are the most valuable in 2026? And what skills are the most valuable going into 2027? I'm about to graduate in December from college, and I'm going to have a degree in marketing. And quite frankly, I've learned quite a bit about marketing, but I don't feel like I've been given the opportunity or the practice to get many skills at marketing. And I don't even know, even though I'm about to graduate, like I got 6 months left, I don't know what skills are the most valuable in the world right now as far as marketing goes. And I love marketing, but it's so broad. Like, there's a million different things. There's, brand, there's sales, there's digital marketing, there's social media, there's TV, there's like even cool stuff like guerrilla marketing, or I can't remember how you pronounce it, but like I just saw an ad today that in Times Square they have a train, like a subway train, floating up in the air, and it's held on by like spider webs. It's a promotion for the new Spider-Man movie. And I think that kind of marketing is awesome. Stuff that's like not normal. It's not like, it really catches your eye, I guess. And I don't know how you get into that kind of thing. I don't know if that's just you work for the right people or you have to do that by yourself. But anyways, there's a million different directions to go with marketing. I can list a million, but I don't feel like I have skills in any of them. Like, at least not a lot. And I don't really know what skills I need to get. And I wish that's something that they taught me better at school. Like, what skills should I acquire, and like, how do I acquire those skills as I'm like preparing to graduate, preparing to start my job search? Because I like my job, but it's pretty clear that the behavior of the owners and my coworkers is something that is limiting my potential. And I think that I have skills and I have knowledge that are just not applicable because I can't change their behavior, because I don't do the deliverable of the job, which is plumbing. I can get the customers, I can make the ads, I can set up the appointments, but I can't promise that my plumbers are going to show up. I can't promise that they're going to do a great job. Like, they do a good job for the most part. And I can't promise that they're going to collect payment. So I feel like their behavior kind of limits my potential. So I'm going to be looking for a new job as soon as I graduate, because I told them when they hired me, they're helping me out with my situation because they allow me to work full time from home, and I can take time off to watch my kid if I need to, or I can take a day off here when I need to, and I can do it all from my house. It's been a really convenient thing for our circumstances right now, but I'm looking to change our circumstances. I'm looking to change the way we live life. So if you are somebody who's making a lot of money right now, leave a comment. Tell me what skills you think are most valuable in the workplace in 2026 and going into 2027. Is that going to be sales? Is that going to be like something to do with AI? Is it going to be networking? I don't know. But I'd like to know what skills are required in 2026 and 2027 to make $1 million. That's my goal. I want to have $1 million in my checking account by the time I'm 32, and I'm 26 right now. So that's 6 years. What skills do I need to get in order to have $1 million in my checking account by the time I'm 32 years old? And maybe content creation is one of those skills. That's actually part of the reason why I'm making these videos. I want to learn how to create content, and I'm gonna suck at it for a long time probably. Hopefully, I'm trying to learn a little bit every time. Like for example, today I am filming with the camera, the rear-facing camera on my iPhone instead of the front-facing camera like I do a lot of times. That's because I watched a YouTube video, or I was listening to a YouTube video while I was working today by Caleb Rawlson. Shout out to Caleb. And he said, make sure you film with the back of your phone. Even though like that's not really like his normal tips, because he talks about personal branding, but like that was something that stuck with me today. So I'm doing it for you, Caleb, and I'm doing it for you viewers. I'm filming with the rear camera, so hopefully it looks better. I know the lighting's not good because the sun's about to go down, but hopefully it looks okay. Anyways, I don't know if content creation is the way, but from everything I've seen, I feel like it is. And that's why I'm getting into it now. And I'm gonna try and get better every time I record. But hopefully this video is helpful to somebody. Even if that's just 2032 Josh that comes back and watches this with $1 million in his checking account. But anyways, that's all. Have a good night. Bye.